Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a very occasion in Jackie K history. But first, we're gonna talk to our fish. I guess I'll mess around with the fish. Besides, Hoopa is just so much more happy when he's floating like that than when he's just flopping around. Like, he just seems a lot less sad and pathetic, and I like him that way. But no, I'm trying to talk to the cat, hanging on with it. Doesn't seem like a Pokeball will do much while it's in this state. You mean sleep. You mean the thing that in every other Pokemon game you put Pokemon in to make them the most susceptible to being poked by a ball. But yeah, we are in Mount Moon, which also means this is the farthest that I've ever gotten. I want to say in the Kanto game in general, but I forgot exactly where the Blaze Red playthrough I've done not so long ago ended. But yeah, like, this was where the Yellow VS Leafgreen died off, and I think like I almost edited the episode, but it was way too overwhelming. But alas, here we are. We know there's rare fossils going here. Now, I just got in here, so I don't got any fossils for you fools, and I don't know. I like and don't like the whole opening segment. And a lot of the charm of actually having Team Rocket show up in here came in the whole, oh great, I thought I could bypass this guy, but at least now I can confirm myself of what I left off on. But yeah, no, it would help if I started by explaining that you don't normally see Jessie and James until the very end of Mount Moon. It also mentioned like we didn't have any of that foreshadowing with them before this point. They weren't like hanging around in Pewter City or any other things. Wow, your Butterfreeze is the hacks. At least I can. This is probably as good of a time as any to like show off some of the adjustments I did, because I did do a little bit of grinding off screen, mostly because hiss glitch hiss. Why am I mixing that up? I did not like how low level it was. Okay, come on, I'm going hacks here. Not only does Butterfree not normally evolve until level 7. I guess it might be a newer game mechanic where you learn the evolve moves when you evolve. Okay, yeah. If it evolved, it knows confusion, because in the past, you normally wouldn't know confusion until after you frickin' level up. Or I mean, I was gonna say Butterfree doesn't learn confusion until level 10, but I think they adjusted it so like it's one of those moves where it learns instantly when it evolves, but there's still hacks because Butterfree is not supposed to evolve until level 10. I mean, we make this joke all the time, but it just seems more and more of a frivolous argument the more we get into later generations, because for one, Pokemon Go Pokemon Go wrecks any sort of Pokemon level economy that's going on out there, because like the highest level you can be in Pokemon Go is like level 30? No, level 40. What am I talking about? I freaking play this game every day. How could I not recall what level freaking Pokemon Go man is at? Why am I now getting this tutorial about the moving ring? We had an NPC explain to us in the Poké Center, and yeah, sure, it's skippable. But I mean, like, I feel like this is something you would want to teach us before we get our first gym badge. I guess in theory you could like catch these Pokemon without it? Yeah, I mean, it feels like no matter the game, Zubat is always a Pokemon that you want to freaking throw a Nana Berry at. But I got off tangent in that. Oh shoot, this is a new Pokemon I didn't put up to the mic. Jesse and James, like, it was a lot more impactful to actually see them at the end of Mount Moon, because assuming, like, you were going to this Pokemon Yellow, the original Pokemon Yellow, blind, and had no idea that there was any sort of anime reference, it would really catch you off guard to, like, start hearing the give me a sec, this is important. Let's cut away and pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, my tangent aside, it's really cool to see Team Rocket show off the first time, and part of what made it so cool was just the surprise that came out of seeing them for the first time. So I guess considering that we actually saw them a lot earlier on, putting them in the beginning wasn't as big of a deal. And I do overall like the fact of how much more involved Team Rocket is involved in this game. It makes me sad that the Sapphire Islands were cut from the Let's Go games, because it would have been really cool to see Team Rocket in that part of the game, especially considering the post-game. No, the cat slipped out of the bag, so I might as well just frickin' open the bag all the way. You get, like... They eventually... They introduced, like, all the Johto Pokemon, let you evolve by the late point in the game where Team Rocket actually shows up in the Sapphire Islands. So point being, like, Johto Pokemon would be in the game at this point. So you could actually have Jesse and James have a Wobbuffet. And that would have been so hyped to have them actually use their Wobbuffet in the original Pokemon games. Granted, if it was only in a post-game area that only existed in the remakes after Yellow. But yeah, I am pretty bummed that the Sapphire Islands are cut for that reason alone. And I take a bit stronger of a stance with this compared to a lot of people. Only because, like, according to interviews I've seen online, that the Sapphire Islands were originally supposed to be part of the original Red and Blue. So I can get why they would want... Oh, this is not good. I'm getting a taste of my own frickin' medicine. I was just keeping him in there to just see how much he could do, maybe like lower a little bit of defense before going down. I mean, this is what I have potions for, I suppose. I didn't think I would actually need any. But I'm not letting freaking Hisglitch go down. I should just change his nickname to Hisglitch, because for some reason I can't say Glitch Hiss. I want him to get EXP, and he can't get XP if he faints. But since I'm stuck in here, I guess I might as well just show off my shiny new move that I got during the grinding session. Yeah, backpedaling on my tangents a little bit more. From my understanding, the Sapphire Islands were originally supposed to be part of Pokemon, and it kind of just helped flesh out a certain set of areas that kind of felt empty in the original games. Like, I know some people are annoyed by the fact they can't just go right from Cinnabar to Pewter City, but think about it, like, doesn't it seem a little odd that there's, like, nothing in between those two areas? And doesn't it make more sense for Moltres, the legendary Firebird, to be in a volcano instead of just a random cave? I just really wish, if nothing else, I wish the Sapphire Islands made the cut. And yeah, I am just repeating myself, but I get why. I get the whole appeal of just remaking this game from the basis. Because, like, this game was not made... The audience that they're really trying to capture, pardon the pun, with these games are not the Pokemon fans that have been around with this game through basically all the generations. And even more so than just the people who've never played a Pokemon game before, the audience I feel this game is really trying to capture are the people who played the very first Pokemon games and have not really touched a Pokemon game since. Oh shoot, I realized I never caught a Geodude and never showcased it off in the mic. But yeah, in that sense, like, if you try to market this game towards people who've never played Fire Red and Leaf Green, I can understand them being all like, what is this extra pointless padding? Not realizing that it was originally intended to be in the game from the beginning. But nevertheless, it sucks. Oh my god, you know what? I did not think we had to find this. This was not the thing I was thinking of finding. This is the evolved form of Clefairy. What I thought we would see in here before finding a frickin' Clefable. Okay, I want to use Great Balls, that's for sure. This is probably also the best time for me to actually use raspberries. Actually be worth the time to actually use this thing. Now let's see if we can catch it. I don't think we'll actually use it, but if nothing else, we should get a boatload of experience out of this. Okay, I will admit, like, having a motion control controller is slightly better than handheld for Pokemon that just like hang out on either the far left or far right side of the screen. I can get behind that. Alright, Clefable! You're not gonna get out of this one. Or this one. No, I can't hit for the life of me. I didn't use my ball, but you never know. Is this gonna be the thing that captures it without the raspberry? My lord, it was. I'm glad I didn't mess up that, because who knows when I'm gonna get the opportunity to catch another Clefable. Oh, Medley's about to learn Wing Attack. Like, we have not really used Medley at all, and yet she's learning all these moves that would just make it so much more practical if I would just take the time to throw in the front of the team, but like, I'm just worried. Why would I want to get more experience when it's like one of the higher level Pokemon I have on my team at the moment? Speaking of battles though, I did see a guy who's definitely looking worthy to get punched in the face. So, since I'm talking so much about using Medley and how long it's been since we actually had Medley out on the field, let's go metaphorically punch a gangster in the face. I'm so glad he actually recorded it. Oh my... I hate this. I hate this design. I guess I get how it's just trying to emulate the original games, but no, we've come so much better with technology. And even in this art style, they can make these grunts look so much better. But no! It's something about the face. The face looks exactly like the original 8-bit games. And that's not okay. I know a lot of people had a lot of harsh criticism over the Let's Go design, the design of these Let's Go games when we were first getting trailers in it. And I'll admit, I was in that camp at first. The Pokemon look fantastic for what we got. I mean, they look even better in Sword and Shield. But the Pokemon look pretty good in this. It doesn't take full implications out of HD, but considering what it's trying to emulate, I think it did a fairly good job with it. But there's just something about the character models. And for the most part, the character models have grown on me, and I'm okay with them at this point. But there's just occasionally the occasion. specifically with the rocket male grunts, that it just doesn't look okay. Like this super geek that we're about to fight here. He's fine. I mean, he looks like he wants to kill a man, but he's fine. And yet the rocket grunts, I just feel like they didn't like. I think my main issue is that they had a good design for Team Rocket in later games. And tying it back to the whole, we want to like remake this game and put focus on the original. We want to make it like the remakes never existed. I feel like it backfired with things like the rocket designs, because the way Team Rocket looks now before the Let's Go game was better. Did I even get a chance to do a freaking tail whip, or am I just that overpowered as is? Yeah, might as well just get off this tangent. I could talk about poison. I don't think we've ever gotten poison before. Poison has thankfully gotten better over the generations. That feels weird to say, but let me finish my statement here. Poison is a status element that every turn you'll take a little bit of damage, even if the Pokemon do nothing to you, and this will happen until you faint. Now, what sucks is in the very first game, as I'm walking around here, I would take a little bit of damage, bit by bit by bit, until the Pokemon completely faint. Eventually, we first reach a situation where we'll go, hey, it's kind of dumb that you can, like, have your Pokemon knock themselves out when they're outside of battle. Or worse, get into a situation where a poison Pokemon is your last Pokemon, and you pretty much, like, game over, or the closest thing Pokemon has to game overing, when you're not even involved in a battle. If we're gonna keep this annoying element of taking damage outside of battle, we should at least take that away. But as you see in this game, they pretty much eventually just like took it out completely and made it exclusive for damage in battle. I mean, I'm probably high enough level that General Girl could do this, but General Girl shouldn't do this. That's fighting, we're normal. Granted, Pidgey is normal too, but recall my example back when we were fighting against Brock. Pidgey is normal, but it's also flying, so since I resist one and take super effective damage from the other move, it cancels each other out. More so though, I have a flying type move that does extra damage to it, so we don't even have to play around with that part. After all, Medley needs more time in the spotlight. It'd be kinda dumb for me not to use Medley when it's most optimal to use her. Oh yeah, poison. It's objectively a good thing that they made poison the way it is, but it kinda... One thing I don't like is it makes it less unique. There's another status element that does a very similar thing to poison called burn. I'm sure we'll run into it eventually. But when you get burned, you also have an attack drop. So now that poison doesn't actually do anything outside of battle, it kinda just makes burn an objectively better thing. Oh, speaking of rare things, I still can't believe we found a Clefable before a Clefairy. But I still feel a little obligated to catch the Clefairy just for the fact that they're both rare Pokemon to find in here. There is a part of me that wants to have a playthrough someday where I can use a Clefairy, because Clefairy is just one of those Pokemon that seem that they would be cool to use, but I never actually used them. Actually, I just remembered, I might force myself to find a spot for my Clefairy on here, and dang it, I forgot to do the sound effect. Because Clefairy is actually very special in this game, compared to any other game revolving around Kanto Pokemon, or the Kanto region. it is a fairy type. This is the first game revolving in the Kanto region where fairy types exist. Therefore, Clefairy and one other Pokemon are the only family line that have the fairy typing, which makes them extremely broken in some of the late game stuff. And I think that'd be pretty cool to showcase. Just the issue is where the heck am my team name would fit? I guess where Fido is currently sitting would be a good spot. I don't know. It's just this is what sucks. Like it's so much easier to level up Pokemon in this game. So like you have, I find myself like getting attached, like having wanting to use every Pokemon. And honestly, this is probably one of the most realistic games to use every Pokemon. I can always reteach it Headbutt if I need it later. But I just taught Headbutt to as many things as I could as kind of like a filler. Just so they have some strong option. I still can't believe we found two Clefairies so close together. Ugh, my freaking TV lighting kind of made me not even realize that this Paris was even there. Did I do the mic thing with the Paris? I don't know though. But just in case. Okay, I'm sorry. There's way too many things in this game, at least from the Pokeball Plus mic. Okay, it's just this game in general. Pokemon sound a lot more like Skuntank for some reason. And if you're wondering what I mean by sounding like Skuntank, I guess just ask me in the comments. Maybe I'll give an answer. I might feel more appropriate. I just don't want to say it on a video for whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah, and should I like finish Mount Moon in this video? I've kind of I kind of wanted to finish Mount Moon. I didn't want to make it a two-parter, but I kind of just been like lounging around as is. Same thing with Bellsprout that I had with Ekans, like Headbutt's more just a filler until I get better moves. And I feel like having a dark type move on my poison type would be more optimal than having a normal type move. Alright. I guess I'm gonna fight you, dude. But first... you know what? You're poisoned anyways, Fido. This will give me a good chance to test something. Oh, that's right, I can use the Clefable! I think the one downside is, because this is a Pokemon that normally would evolve with an item, an evolutionary item, it may not learn moves while leveling up. But that's still very tempting, and let me just check the natures of the Pokemon I got. Because I'm actually going to need special attack eventually. Feel like my Clefable's going to have a lot of special moves. But also, it's a Clefable that I caught in the wild at level 7. I'm gonna just use it for this battle. Considering that we're going up against a Grunt, this may not be the best battle to use it. Oh, shoot. But I'm also gonna bookmark this Clefairy, because if one of them is going to be more permanent on the team, I think it's going to be this Clefairy. If only because the Clefairy will actually learn new moves and actually level up. Meanwhile, Clefable might be funny to actually have a low level, fully evolved Pokemon. What I'm trying to say is, that it may be funny to use this Clefable Because there's a concept of catching a wild Clefable. But in the long run, the Clefairy will be more useful. Still, I want to see just how strong a level 7 Clefable is. If it can hold up on its own. Oh, I was actually down here already. Man, all that setup for nothing, but I can't complain because we wouldn't have gotten those sweet Clefairies and the Clefable if I didn't get sidetracked and went down the same staircase that we were already down. We're about halfway from Mount Moon, but I really don't want to end it off. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. That can't be taken wrong. It is the mama versus baby fight. Can't exactly call it a diddle fight. So let's see, I got Sing, I got Pound, I got Defense Curl. You know what? I keep forgetting Clefairies can learn Sing too, so I probably should use it before it can use it on me. But there's also the element of just Sing sucking. Also, I'll give these Pokemon a nickname, the Clefairy and the Clefable, in a future part. I want to decide which one I want to use first, and I also don't want to make this particular video any longer than it already is, because oh boy, this is going to be a long one. Because I almost feel determined to keep going until we actually get out of Mount Moon. I'm sorry, I did not mean to use Growl, I misclicked. But I mean, at least if it wakes up again, I will probably be able to put it back to sleep before something terrible happens to me. Let's see. Well, that was certainly an exchange that was worth everyone's time involved. Ugh. Okay, that was kind of a cute close-up. Here's the thing, if I can get Glithiss in here without falling asleep, this will actually be good, because normally Clefairy would be a normal type. A Pokemon that is super effective, only takes super effective damage from fighting type moves. However, now that it's a fairy in this game, it's weak to poison. And guess what I have? A poison type move. In the good case scenario, we will also get a defense drop to cancel out the whole defense boost that it got from its defense curl. And now it's time to just press A until I wake up, I guess. Oh, I lost.